Another episode of the BlackPearl Attacks. We are going to continue our Loonian raiding strategies. And again, like we've mentioned in the previous episodes, Loonians is a good way to get to raid Town Halls 10 and Town Hall 11. And the best reason is it costs around 200,000 to 300,000 elixir. But at the same time, if you're raiding in champs or above, you're getting around 200,000 just for the bonus. And so if you can find a base that has around 5,000 or 50,000 elixir, then any type of dark you get beyond that is a bonus. And the good thing about a Loonian raid is it's going to allow you to move into the middle of the base. If used properly, you can easily get into this part of the base. You likely will not be able to get anything beyond that area without a lava hound. And I try to avoid using lava hounds just because they cost 500 to 700 dark. And when you're trying to upgrade your heroes, if you're trying to get 150, 200,000 dark to upgrade your heroes every week, every single dark that you can save is dark that can go towards the heroes. Now, when you're scouting a base that has a lot of the storage outside, and that has an eagle outside, that makes it a perfect match for a Loonian raid. Now, if the eagle is in the middle of the base rather than the outside, that's a base you want to avoid with the Loonian. The eagle artillery will destroy balloons very quickly. It does splash damage, and it does an enormous amount of splash damage. So it doesn't have a very big area, but it does quite a bit of damage. So you want to try to avoid that with the Loonian raid. But if it's on the outside, then that's definitely a base you want to consider. Now, if your dark, or if your town hall, or whatever your target is within 2 sets of walls, then it's very gettable with the Loonian raid. And so in this case, you have 7,000 dark just sitting right there. And you have an easy eagle artillery sitting there. And so now the next thing you want to look for is, can you get 50% on the base? And with a lot of structures on the outside, you can get 50%. Now, one of the things that you want to look at is when you're doing this Loonian raid is where to raid. In this case, you do not want to really attack here. The only person to attack here is to take out that eagle artillery. Since there's a lot of splash damage and a lot of archers, air defense, you want to avoid that area because you really don't need it. You can get 50% on this side. And so as a result, this side is the side you want to avoid. Now, in this instance, it's going to be really tough to get to the town hall. If you had an archer queen, again, look at this army composition, the archer queen is sleeping, you probably could get to that town hall by coming in this direction. But without that archer queen, that town hall, because it's in that third set of walls, is going to be real difficult. But we're really not worried about that town hall. What we're trying to get here is that, and pick up as much elixir and gold as you can. And so the raid's going to come. To get that eagle, you're probably going to have to drop at least 5 balloons. Because while those balloons are going in, that air defense is going to catch them, that archer tower is going to catch them, that archer tower is going to catch them, and that expo is going to catch them. And so you want to come in this direction with 5 or 6 balloons to take out that eagle. As soon as that eagle is done, you'll set up a line of balloons here to move towards those archer towers. You want to make sure you get those archer towers, and then once it hits this archer tower, you're going to get hit with all these additional defenses. And so this is where you're going to want to hit your rage, or if you have a grand warden, you want to hit your eternal tome right around, just as they're starting to move into that area. And that way they're going to be under the eternal tome or under a rage, and they're going to get all of this stuff here. Now, once that's done, then you're going to move in. As your balloons are going in, you're going to drop minions in right behind there. You want to make sure those minions get the effects of that rage spell, and then drop your dragon there to go for that dark. And as that's all going on, then eventually what you'll see is you want your balloons to path a little bit this way. You can drop some minions over here, and then you can drop your barbarian king or your hero to pick up that 50% of that corner. Alright, so let's kind of watch this raid. Now the first thing you want to do is drop a hog. Oops. You drop that hog to pick up that dark elixir. I'm sorry, just that clan castle. In this instance, there is no clan castle. And the next thing we do is we will send in a group of balloons. And there's 5 balloons dropping in, and those balloons are, their sole purpose is to take out that Eagle artillery. And once that Eagle artillery is down, then we will drop in a line of balloons, followed by minions and the dragons. And they will move in to take out those archer towers, that inferno, the queen, and that air defense. And then, if all goes well, the minions or the dragon will take out the elixir, dark elixir. In this instance, the minion took it out. And the dragon is going to path off this way. And as they path off that way, you just start dropping in a few minions to pick up any additional structures while the defenses all concentrate on that dragon. And then you kind of see how close you are to that 50%. And then once the raid starts winding down, and you have a pretty good idea how close you are to that 50%, you have archers and minions still available, and then you have your king to take out those additional structures to hit that 50%. And that's pretty much all there is to a minion raid. Again, at Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11, it's a very effective strategy for farming dark. Probably don't want to use it if you are trying to farm gold or elixir, because it does cost quite a bit of elixir. If you want a more economical raid, the Jibart is probably a pretty good raiding strategy that doesn't cost nearly as much elixir, because this runs, like I said, between 200,000 to 300,000 elixir to run. And so we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you on another episode of the BlackPearl Attacks.
And make every revenge count.
We'll see you later. Bye.